Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Gozy and this is Chat with Gozy. Please, if you're here to subscribe, kindly click on the subscription button and click on notification bell so you can get notified whenever I post any new video. Guys, the housemates just completed their wager and the wager, the outcome was not what I expected in the sense that, these housemates, even till today that they did their rehearsals, they were still confused as to what to do and what not to do because remember that their script lost. Yes, they couldn't find their script and all that. So Onyeka wrote the script with what's their name, Ozi and Osi. So she was basically telling them, okay, is this scene next? Is that scene next? Even while they were doing the rehearsal, even while they were doing the presentation, she was telling them what scene is going next and the rest. Even when they had gathered in the arena to do the presentation, she just kept on repeating the next scenes, what is to go on stage, and the rest. Big Brother even had to call her to order. But one thing I like about this housemates is that when it's time to deliver, they actually put their best foot forward, and irrespective of anything, they try to deliver. Now, the team was like play. Yes, Big Brother had told them that they should create a superhero, supervillain, and characters around it. They should tap into their inner superheroes and also tap into their experiences in the house so far. Yes, and they had wagered 100%. Big Brother told them that they should also come up with a song. Big Brother told them that, this whole thing, he wants to see if they actually did understand the assignment he had given them. And TJ was the narrator. He said that the name of the drama was The War at Ogat. Yes. And the storyline, at first, though, I'm like, what is happening here? A woman gives birth to a child, one boy. The boy is growing up, and next thing he starts battling good and evil, which splits him into two. I'm like, I don't understand. One person they turn to two. Well, that was one of the offsides for me in the play. But then again, tap into your imaginations, right? In the world of imaginations, these things can happen, right? Well, it was about a goddess, yes, who gave birth to a child, and then the child was growing up, and then he had to fight between good and evil, and which splitted him into two. Yes, and then they started fighting for who would rule, and at the end of the day, the goddess told them, "You see, get your armies," and they got their armies, and these armies that they got before getting their armies, each person came into the kingdom in pairs, symbolizing that when they came into the house, they were in pairs. And then getting their armies, they now were splitted. Big Brother told them to tap into their experiences in the house now. So if you ask me, that did go well. And then we saw the separation of even the twins, Wani X Handy being splitted, the separation between the good and evil with the Mbadiwe twins, yes, them being good and evil. That was it. Oh, and then we saw the whole battle thing, and then a confusionist, which was Tofa. And we are seeing Tofa's love story in all this. Yes, Tofa was confused, and then he met Anita, who was Lorato from the good camp, and she just basically made him fall in love and get him to the good part. I'm like, Kilo Shele Gangan. Well, Tofa will be sleeping good today because even in the script, he got to kiss his baby. Well, moving on from that whole thing. Big Brother had stated something when he was talking, which I actually saw as accurate. I did not understand why they had turned him to good, yet he still fought for the evil side. Well, moving from that one, he had gone to see a seer who had told him, like, the seer did not necessarily answer his questions, just gave him more questions by giving him the sword of destiny and all before dude became good. But then again, when it came for them to fight, he had fought for the evil side and he did not bring the sword until Lerato had spoken to him again, and then he had gone to get the sword, and after getting the sword he had given it to the good side. Yes, he had given it to Ozzy, and Ozzy had used the sword on his brother, But when it was time to give the final kill, instead of Ozzy actually killing his brother, he had changed him from evil to good. And then they had gone back to meet their mother and all, who was very excited about the whole thing. I mean, she was excited that her, what did they call them? Her children did not die. Now, did they give the whole superhero thing? Yes, they did. I mean, each person had their own unique abilities. Yeah, so what is superheroes? Superheroes have abilities, and that's what they portrayed. Now, Biggie had told the head of house to review their presentation, and Unika had spoken about how he had told them to do superhero and supervillains, and then they should get supporting characters and all that, which they had done. And she had said that he told them to infuse their stay and experiences in the house, which she had done because they had come in twos. And so when the villagers had gathered and all the armies had gathered, they were in twos before they were finally separated. And we even saw the twins getting separated, which was their separation in the house. And that for her, all the powers that each person had, yes, all those powers were their identities, like the identities that they currently have in the house. When she had said that, I was like, eh? For me, that explanation, some of the roles were actually insulting. Like, because I don't understand how you would look at Tofa and say he's a Confucianist because he's confused. Sorry. I'm like, Onyeka, I don't get it. Okay, because as she was even talking about all their roles, Big Brother had told her to summarize. And so she did not finish all the things she was saying. For Sean, she had said that Sean had the ability to freeze because, I mean, everybody in the house knows him to be cold hearted. I was like, is there a compliment somewhere? Now, I remember that Wani was anger and then Handy was peace and all. I'm like, Onyeka, but Big Brother would have calmed down and allowed her to finish. Because we all want the violence in the house. So Big Brother would have allowed her finish. I feel like the people that she had spoken to, they won't really pick up anything with her. But I wanted to see her actually say it about Wani, for to see Wani's expression and all that, because I know that Wani is somebody that doesn't necessarily keep quiet as such if or follow am up. And then again, no, I don't understand. She gave her sister the seer. Wait, please, let's even just leave that. Let's leave that. It was action, heroes and villain, and actually they did very well. Big Brother had told them, she had also added that they are not perfect, so and they are not actors, but they did their best. Now I like the whole thing that they did at the end. You know how all these action superhero movies are, when they finish showing the main movie and then they show the end credits and afterwards you're seeing a scene again. Yes, that was something that we got to see here. Remember that I said that Ozzy had changed his brother from bad to good. Yes, he had locked up the bad in his brother in a cage, and Wani had gone to that cage later, and the whole evil thing had entered her. And then they had said, watch out, you get. And I'm like, nice, nice. That whole addition was lovely. Well, Big Brother had told them that there were many plot holes, yes, many loopholes in their stories, such as shouldn't the seer have envisioned or seen before time that OC, who was bad, yes, was going to visit her? Couldn't she have seen that before time, being that she sees the future? Because Ozzy in the story went and made her daughter kill her and herself. So Big Brother was like, couldn't the seer had seen that? That's one loophole. Also, the queen mother just going for her children to go for war and kill each other. How did that really make sense? Big Brother had highlighted some of the loopholes for them. Also, that Tofa was converted. So, how did he still fight in the bad camp? Yes. And for that, when I first saw him in bad camp, I was like, okay, maybe he just wants his master to be distracted and then he will choke him with the sword of destiny. But I still did not understand how he was still fighting for the bad side till Larato, that's Anita, had asked him, what are we doing? That was when he now said, I know what to do. He now left the battleground and went to go and bring the sword. I'm like, what is happening here? Well, Big Brother had highlighted all those loopholes for them, and then all of them were looking somehow and all. And he has said, however, your play was entertaining, that the whole bringing of juju and all that shows their outer box thinking, which he has always encouraged. Yes, he said that TJ's narration breathed into the story life. Yes, that it's breathed life into the whole magical world. He had appreciated Onyeka, OC, and Ozi, calling them the triple O's. Yes, he had also said that he's congratulating them. Sorry, because it was their sleepless night that actually bettered the fantastic presentation. Big Brother appreciated the fact that, I mean, they mesmerized the whole role. And for him, if people can believe in Superman and Batman, then Big Brother believes in them, believes in what they have conjured. And then he had told them that they had won their wager and they were so excited, they were so happy. And that was when Wani was like, Biggie, please return our eggs. I'm like, this one, you don't know, you don't know nothing. Well, they got into the house and Onyeka started sharing her cake and all saying, yes, let them celebrate with cake. That's all I have for you guys on this particular video. Please do well to like, comment, subscribe. I love you all. Bye, guys.